Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 64, the best sports show out, highly opinionated. I'm your co-host, Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, working with the best guy in the game, Randallstown rep legend himself. What's up, Tim? How you doing, my brother?
What's good, man? Everything good, man. Pretty good week of football with some good games, some shocking, some shocking teams won some games, man. Christmas time, man. Hope everybody in the holiday spirit and just ready to talk about episode 64, man.
Episode 64. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be the first, and hopefully by the time you guys see this, the last to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Enjoy this time, this week and a half, 2 weeks off with your family for Christmas and New Year's, man. It's a wonderful time of the year, the most festive time of the year. Festus. I can't even say the word right. Time of the year, man. So enjoy the time with your family. Merry Christmas from all of us here at Highly Opinionated. Ladies and gentlemen, the best producer, the best editor, the best guy here on Highly Opinionated. What's up, Ross? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you feeling, Josh?
I am good, man. I can't complain. Like Tim said, just ready to talk ball, ready to get into this good week of sports that we've seen last week going into this week.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly, for me, I didn't watch that much football, but I seemed like it was a very eventful day in football. So yeah, I'm ready for y'all to get to it.
Absolutely. Definitely a very eventful day. We will try to touch as many topics as we can. We have a jam-packed episode 64 for you guys. Before we get started with episode 64 fully, Ross, can you let them know where they can follow us at on our social medias?
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at highly opinionated __. Follow us on TikTok at highly opinionated _SS. And follow us on Twitter at highly O _SS. And of course, you're already on YouTube, so make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment.
We love the engagement. We love the communication. We love everything about it. This is the only show that's out that's for the people. We want all people, athletes, non-athletes, etc. This is the place for you. You have a sports take, this is the place for you. We welcome all. Tim, my brother, ready to get episode 64 started.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's start off with college football playoff recap. And let's start off with the games in chronological order. Let's start off with the number 9 seed Alabama Crimson Tide going to Oklahoma, defeating Oklahoma 34-24. Alabama was led by quarterback Ty Simpson, 18 of 29, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Daniel Hill, 9 carries, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Brooks, 5 catches, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oklahoma was led by quarterback John Mateer, 26 out of 41, 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. Oklahoma's leading rusher, Torrey Blaylock, 11 carries, 36 yards. And Deion Burke, 7 catches, 107 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tim, your thoughts on Alabama beating Oklahoma and advancing to the Rose Bowl to take on the number 1 seed Indiana Hoosiers?
Yeah, first I'm gonna give credit to Alabama for the comeback, but I'm gonna talk about Oklahoma mostly on this right now, man. Oklahoma, man, they blew a giant lead opportunity. I think the game really changed when it was a third down. They was up, I think it was 17-0 at that point. Maybe no, they just scored 17-7. And John Mateer had a run lane and he decided to throw the ball deep to his running back, dropped it, end up getting him the ball back. And then things changed from there. Then he had a pick six, then things kind of snowballed. But yeah, man, Mateer, man, you gotta run the football, man. I don't know why these quarterbacks try to make miraculous throws instead of just getting the sure money, is what I like to call it, getting the sure money. But that's when they lost the game, man. Alabama had a good comeback, man, but they had a good comeback, but I wasn't impressed from Alabama, man. They ain't look good to me, like I've been telling y'all. Like they not as good. They not really a good football team, complete like overall. Things happen for them, and they got the win. But so shout out to them. But Oklahoma, man, I'd be upset about that loss, man. That was a bad way to lose to me, man. That was just a bad way to lose. But shout out Alabama, they got the win versus Indiana. But after this, they'll be home right. After next week, they'll be home right with y'all, Oklahoma. So save some room on that couch for them.
What a glowing endorsement for Alabama to get a playoff win on the road. Alabama was up. Oklahoma was up 17-0. Alabama cut the lead to 17-7. Brooks scored a 10-yard touchdown pass. The block punt or miss punt. Alabama got the ball short field.
Forgot about that play. Yep.
They got the ball in short field range or field position and kicked the field goal. And then after that, it was a 50-yard interception. To me, the game changed with Xavier Brown, 50-yard interception. It made it 17-17. When I was watching the game, because obviously I was watching the game Friday night, when Oklahoma was up 17-0, it felt like they was up 34-0. Alabama couldn't block, couldn't protect couldn't protect Todd Simpson, couldn't do anything. So when Alabama tied the game, it felt like it was new life for Alabama. And once Alabama tied the game, I knew at that point Alabama was going to win the game. I was never impressed. Since, to be fair to John Mateer, Oklahoma's quarterback, he had a broken hand. Don't know how much that, he was recovering from that. Don't know how much the effect of that had on his gameplay. Because obviously you could tell he was a different quarterback before the injury and after the injury. So obviously he's a college kid, so I take that into consideration. But to me, when the game got to 17-17, Alabama started playing again. They were more physical. They actually started playing. They didn't even play again because they were down 17-0. Alabama was more physical. They actually started to try to run the ball. And between Brooks and Bernard, the two wide receivers for Alabama, they really carried them. They were the two best. To me, they were the two best players along with the quarterback. If Alabama wants to beat Indiana next round, they need something out of Ryan Williams. No one is going to say this, so I will. Ryan Williams has regressed. He was on the cover of college football. His play this year, he has not warranted that. Jeremiah Smith has. Ryan Williams has not. So for me, Ryan Williams has to take that next step, has to be that guy he was his freshman year, last year, for Alabama to defeat Indiana. Be a tall task for Alabama to defeat Indiana. I will give you this. They can't get down 17-0 in the Rose Bowl to Indiana. That game will be over. Indiana won't make the same mistakes that Oklahoma made, even though Oklahoma was at home. And the Rose Bowl will be a neutral site. So congratulations to Alabama. Congratulations to Kalen DeBoer. I guess he gets to keep his job for a week now. It's funny how that works. He won't be the head coach at Michigan. He'll be the Alabama coach next season. So congratulations to Alabama. Alabama improves to 11-3. Oklahoma falls to 10-3. As I said earlier, Alabama will move on to the Rose Bowl to take on the number 1 seed Indiana Hoosiers. The next college football game, we're going to recap a rock fight. Number 10 seed Miami Hurricanes defeated the number 7 seed Texas A&M Aggies 10-3. Miami was led by Carson Beck, 14-20, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Mark Fletcher, 17 carries, 172 yards. Keelan Marion, 3 catches, 33 yards. Malachi Tony, 5 catches, 22 yards, 1 touchdown. For Texas A&M, Marcel Reed, 25 out of 39, 237 yards. He was picked off. He had 2 interceptions. Marcel Reed had 27 yards on the ground with 15 carries. And their leading receiver, Mario Carver, 7 catches, 92 yards. You want to start us off, or you want me to go first?
Oh, you can go first.
Okay, I'll start us off. I'm not surprised Miami won. If you've been watching this show, I don't like to do a victory lap, but I'll do a victory lap. I've been told y'all Texas A&M wasn't good. So anything anybody want to say about Miami winning the game, totally fine. Miami was better in the line of scrimmage, in the trenches. The trenches, ladies and gentlemen, is the offensive line and the defensive line. Miami dominated. Fletcher, as I said earlier, the 2 best players on the field was a Miami defensive lineman, Ruben Bain, and the Miami running back, Mark Fletcher. To me, you're dominating in the lines of scrimmage. And they did. Carson Beck, even though he tried to, he didn't make the 1 mistake. Marcel Reed made 2 mistakes. So to me, when you get dominated in the line of scrimmages, like how Texas A&M did, to make Texas A&M look how they looked, I wasn't surprised in the outcome of Miami defeating Texas A&M. Texas A&M made the college football playoff because they played a weak SEC schedule. Go look at that schedule and go see who they played. They were 7-1 in the SEC. I gave you your stats before, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give it to you again. They were 7-1 in the SEC. The realest team they played Texas. They lost that game. Shocking. They were 7-1 in the SEC. 4 of their wins came against teams that have new head coaches. LSU, Arkansas, Florida, and there was somebody else in the SEC. I can't remember who they beat that fired their coach. I'm sure they'll come back to. So that's 4 of their wins. So I never thought Texas A&M was that good this season. I'm not the biggest Mike Elko fan. As a defensive coach, he's going to play the game as a rock fight. And you know, Tim, in these big games, bro, you need some offensive production to, score in these games. And I just don't think a Mike Elko team can do that. Again, he came from Duke. So he, in my mind, he has that mentality. It has to be a rock fight. No, you're in the SEC. You need to get some athletes, and you need to get some athletes, get some skill, and let the skill actually produce. So congratulations to Miami. Miami will advance to take on the number 2 seed Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl.
Hey, man, before I start, man, Adam, can you play that clip for me?
We've always had conferences. So, you're going to punish Ohio State, IU, whoever, because they're not in the SEC? Everybody can play in the SEC. I don't know what you're like. What is Ohio State supposed to do? Everybody can play in the SEC. And every SEC team ain't fucking great. Let's be real with y'all. Kentucky's fucking ass. It's a lot of teams in the SEC that ain't all that. Auburn ass right now. Let's call it what it is, homie. Y'all so cool. SEC. Y'all top heavy too.
Name me your team.
Yeah, man. Shout out my guy, Big Smitty, man. I've been saying this for a while, man. And it just opened my heart to see somebody else say it, because, man, that conference regular, man. I keep telling you, it's the same as any other conference, man. You know what I'm saying? Are they the best regular conference? It's between them and Big Ten. But, once again, we just watched A&M. My co-host just said they played a weak SEC schedule, right? So how can it be a gauntlet if he just said they played a weak SEC schedule?
Did Alabama play a weak SEC schedule?
I think what they played three teams with numbers on their names that really ain't that good neither. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to play everybody. So it could be a gauntlet if you actually play teams in the conference, but they duck them. Everybody ducks the good teams in their conference. Oh, I'm gonna pick them. They don't play. SEC could be a gauntlet if they schedule it like a gauntlet, but it's not a gauntlet. It's more like a strong varsity practice. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play some good teams and they're gonna put a lot of weak teams in there. That's why the SEC, a lot of them teams, you notice when it's week 12 and week 9 and 10, who they playing? Prairie View State. It's a lot of weak games in there too. So can we stop this? Okay, that's all I'm saying. Shout out to Miami, good win. Like you said, dominated the line of scrimmage. Mark Fletcher was the best player on the field or offense for Miami. And them, Marcel Reed problem has always been turnovers, and he turned it over twice. Difference in the game, they had a field goal block. You know what I'm saying? Certain things. Elko, I think they can get it better because they got a lot of money over there. So they might make some more run because they're going to line up the schedule probably similar again. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Miami, man. Let's shock the world in the ACC. Let's go beat Ohio State, man, because they don't play nobody neither. So I think y'all can.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I'm okay. Now that's fair.
See, yeah. I'm a realist. I'm not going. I'm not just going to kill one. Cause I see the pair. I see how they do it. It's a formula to get 10-1, 11-2.
In your opinion, who plays who? What team plays a good team?
Nobody.
Okay.
They do it on purpose. But I'm just saying.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm just saying, could you stop giving the SEC all this? It's a gauntlet when they don't even play the gauntlet. It could be a gauntlet. It could be a gauntlet. We just don't play the gauntlet though. It could be like if I was scheduling, I want Texas. I want every best team. That's the only way I can see how good we really are. I don't want to play Prairieville in week 9 or 10. I want to play all the good teams. Everybody y'all think real good, let's play them. That's how I feel. I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying these other schools, they all got the same formula if you watching. They all do the same type of things. We just weasel them in. Ohio State only played 2 games this year, and everybody told me they was the best team in the conference. So, you know what I'm saying? So let's you know what I'm saying? Let's stop overhyping the SEC is all I'm saying.
Not everybody told you that.
Huh?
Not everybody told you.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying a lot of people are.
No, I know. I'm just saying fair to everybody because there was a couple other people who was telling me Indiana was better than Ohio State. So no, me and you thought that. You wasn't on the show that week when you picked that game, but I not to be funny. Let me say this: me and Tim, even when we're not on the show together, we're on the show together because we've done the show enough to know what each other is going to think and going to say. So I will give you because I was going to expose you on your SEC tape. But you're right. Okay. If you're just judging it off of what you're saying, you're 100% right. Ohio State didn't play nobody this year. They were grandfathered in. Indiana played more good teams than Ohio State. Think about that for a second. Indiana football played better teams than Ohio State. They went to Oxford. It's Oxford. They went to Eugene. You feel me? They played Oregon. They went to I know Penn State wasn't great, but that game that they came back and beat Penn State, that was a solid game for them. And then who else? They played, didn't Indiana play? Indiana played Iowa. Iowa's a solid team in the Big Ten. Going on the road. For Indiana to do that, bro, that's impressive. I'm sorry, go ahead. We'll cut you off.
Yeah, shout out to a team like Iowa, man. I feel like Iowa plays everyone. Like, if you ever look at Iowa's schedule, look at the teams they play. Like, they play almost everybody in the big. Like, why can't the bigger schools? Well, I know why, but we'll leave that to another day. Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna keep going on.
Let me just put this out there. Every conference want as many teams in the college football playoff as they can. So you're going to this team. I will say though, to be fair to the SEC, they have 3 teams remaining. They're going to have the same problem they had in the first round and the second round. Because guess what they had in the first round? A SEC versus SEC matchup. They have that in the second round. We about to get to that game with Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, the next game we're going to recap is the next 2 games we're going to recap. This is no disrespect to Tulane or what was that? I forgot about the other team. Tulane or what was the other team? James Madison. We're gonna breeze through this. They got blown out. Ole Miss defeated Tulane 41-10. Tulane, Jake Rasloff, 20 of 35, 306, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. McClure, the running back, 15 carries, 84 yards. Preston, 5 catches, 125 yards. For Ole Miss, you had Trinidad Chambers, 23 of 29, 282 yards, 1 touchdown. K'Wan Lacey, 15 carries, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. And Deuce Alexander, 7 catches, 87 yards. Tim, your thoughts on Ole Miss defeating Tulane?
Yeah, man, we seen this game. They played early in the season, pretty much same result.
Yep.
Somebody suggested it. They should have their own little tournament for the SES schools, which makes complete sense. Hopefully, college football does it.
Let me just say this. I love your take on that. You're 100% right, but let me just add this to it. It makes complete sense, so we know it won't happen. Go ahead.
But unfortunately, it won't happen.
It won't happen.
And they supposed to add what we at 12. Supposedly, supposed to add 4 more teams next year. So the product is going to get worse and worse, is what I'm hearing. So it's supposed to be 16 teams. So I don't know. I don't know. College football players, it's going to get crazier every year. I think you know what I'm starting to think. I think they like this though, because it gets you talking about it. It gets y'all complaining about it, but y'all still gonna watch it. So it's like one of them things where it's though I hear y'all, but this our formula. Y'all gonna still watch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So shout out to Ole Miss, man. With the head coach gone, everybody know that. Shout out to them still finding a way to can't say the word. I'm gonna use another word. Shout out to Ole Miss for just I can't even think about words. Shout out to Ole Miss, man.
They beat Tulane so bad, this man can't even talk. That's how bad they beat.
Compartmentalize. There we go. Shout out to them for doing that. Forget about Kefir Lee and just think about football, man. Shout out Ole Miss.
Ditto. Next game, we have James Madison and Oregon. Oregon defeated James Madison 51-34. Oregon was led by, James Madison was led by quarterback Alonzo Barnett III, 20 of 48, 273, 2 touchdowns. Wayne Knight, 17 carries, 110 yards. Nick DeGragino, 5 catches, 90 yards, 1 touchdown. Oregon was led by Dante Moore, 19 of 27, 313 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jordan Davison, 10 carries, 90 yards. And Malik Benson, 5 catches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah McClain, 6 catches, 83 yards, and 1 touchdown. Not surprising in the game, Oregon dominated from start to finish. I am disappointed in Oregon. They let their foot off they took their foot off the gas at the end of the game, and I think that is a bad sign for when they play Texas Tech in the next game that they play. Whatever bowl game it is. But they I think that's a bad sign for Oregon. They gave up 34 points to James Madison. They're not going to – I'm going to tell you this right now, Tim. In that matchup against Texas Tech, you know I was on Texas Tech before the season started. I'm in love with this Texas Tech team. They're not going to score 51 on Texas Tech. That's just not going to happen. If James Madison can score 34 on them, that's a scary matchup for them. However, congratulations to Dan Lanning. Congratulations to Oregon. Blowout first round win. They advance to the next round to play the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Yeah, man, I think for Oregon, man, they would want to have a cleaner game. 2 interceptions for Dante Moore, not good. And James Madison kind of moved the ball at will in the second half. So I'm not going to say they took them lightly, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they figured like we're going to win this game no matter what, but still not good signs. But I think they'll dial it back, get ready for Texas Tech, which I think will be the best game of that weekend. Shout out to Oregon, man. They got the win, but need to improve. Like need to let this game go and just stack days again. Restack days.
Stack days. Yep. Yeah. Start at 0. Every time we do a Highly Opinionated, we don't care about last week. We at 0. We want to gain your attention. That's what Oregon needs to do. Start at 0 and stack days, stack wins. Speaking of that college football playoff schedule, Wednesday, December 31st, the number 10 seed Miami Hurricanes, the number 2 seed Ohio State Buckeyes. That is your Goodyear Cotton Bowl. January 1st, number 5 Oregon, number 4 Texas Tech. That is your Capital One Orange Bowl. Indiana and Alabama and Indiana. That is your Rose Bowl. And the All-State Sugar Bowl, an all-SEC matchup, Ole Miss and Georgia. Before we get to the playoffs next week, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we'll pick them games next week. Let's get to the notable college football bowl games this week. We have notable games Tuesday and the rest of Saturday. The Boca Raton Bowl, Toledo versus Louisville, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pop-Tarts Bowl, number 22, Georgia Tech versus number 12, BYU. Saturday at 3:30. New Mexico Bowl, number 25, North Texas versus San Diego State at 5:45. And the Gator Bowl, the number 19, Virginia Cavaliers versus Missouri, versus the Missouri Tigers. Saturday at 7:30. Tim, out of those 4 games, what game catches your attention?
Missouri and Virginia.
Okay. Virginia coming off that ACC championship game loss. Let's see how their mental is after that tough loss that they had in the ACC championship game against Duke. Missouri is coming off a regular season loss. They lost their last game. They played Oklahoma that last game. They lost that game at Oklahoma. So Oklahoma clinched their spot in the college football playoff then by defeating Missouri. Game I'm looking at is the Pop-Tart Bowl. Number 22, Georgia Tech. Number 12, BYU. Looking at 2 quarterbacks, Brock Meyer and Hayes King, to kind of play the same kind of similar styles. Hopefully both quarterbacks play. Should be a great game Saturday, 3:30 at the Pop on. Should be a good game Saturday, 3:30 for the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Opinionated. As you can see, we have a special guest on the screen, friend of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch this young man playing at Morgan State. He's a current wide receiver for the Morgan State Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome. First, damn sure won't be the last appearance on Highly Opinionated. Let's welcome Malachi to the show. What's up, Malachi? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. How about y'all?
We are good, man. We are blessed to be in your presence, man. We're glad everything is good with you. Congratulations on all your success, man. Keep winning and keep achieving great things, my brother.
All right.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Tim. I'll let you start us off.
Okay. So obviously, I coached Malachi at Owings Mills High School. So obviously, what would you say? We're just gonna jump right into it. Obviously, what would you say is the biggest difference from coming from high school to college?
Biggest difference from coming from high school to college, I would say really is it's the speed of everything move. Like we installing stuff every day, so you gotta pick up on that fast. And then like once you hit the field, they don't expect no too many mistakes. If you're a freshman, you'll get a few. You feel me? It's growing pains, but they want you to be, especially if they want you to play right now. They want you to know what's going on. So I would really say the speed of everything move. And the other thing is, I would say just like the speed of the game. Like it's a little faster. Everybody like it's a like some guys out there they're in their 6th year, they're in their 5th years. Like they older, so they've been playing a little long. They know what's going on just as well as I do. And so the game moving a little faster for them versus me.
Gotcha.
Who are some of the people you lean on or leaned on, I should say, making the transition from high school to college? Obviously, you were coached by Tim. I work with Tim on an every week basis. I don't think the world knows how gifted this brother is. Tim is amazing. So just obviously Tim probably be one of them. But name some other people who were influences for you from high school to college.
I would say my coaches. I would throw in Coach Tim, Coach Lees, and Coach Hall. They've been around me for a good minute, so they know my strengths versus my weaknesses. So, like, one of the biggest things that I wanted to work on while coming from high school to college is getting my weaknesses and turning them into my strengths. I basically had Coach Tim like, yeah, I need some help. I need you to tell me what I need to work on, so I'm like ready to go when it comes to the college level. And I mean, we was basically in the field every day, and then I was just getting some advice from Coach Lees and Coach Hall, and they was letting me know like that how it was gonna be. Like it's definitely a business. I say that. Like I seen guys at the top of the depth chart just drop, and the coach is not thinking about them. Like they really don't. I'm gonna say they care about you, but at the end of the day, business is business, and that's the way they play it. So yeah.
Yeah, just to piggyback.
That's how Malachi. That's how Tim treat me. My bad. I just want to say this, but that's how Tim treat me on the show. So I get it. It's a business. I totally understand. I get it. It's a business. Go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry.
Hey, so look, so this is really my guy right here. So when I will tell you a quick story. When I first got to Owens Mills, right? So mind you, I ain't played football before I got up. I think was a sophomore when I got up there, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't played football probably before that since like 17, right? Mind you, I'm minding my business. I'm out there looking, right? He called me out. Y'all know me. I ain't never ducked nothing. You know what I'm saying? He called me out, right? So mind you, I always keep cleats in my bag. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Just former player. That's just what I do, right? He called me out. I ain't even stretch too much, right? So I ain't gonna hold you. We run 2 routes, right? First route, he got me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. He got me. He ran a fade. Quarterback overthrew it, right? So I'm like, all right. Whew. It don't look as bad. When the quarterback overthrew it, don't look as bad because ain't you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't celebrating. I ain't celebrating nothing like them DBs normally do, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm telling myself, all right. I should have thought he was going deep first of all because they young. So you know what I'm saying? They gonna try to test me vertical. I should have thought that from the gate. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't even football mode. I'm just here, you know what I'm saying? I'm coaching. I'm minding my business. So the second route, it was a slant, boy. When I tell you I jumped that slant, boy, I tackled my boy and all that, right? I tackled my man and all that. I said, hey, look. I said, that's when I knew he was going to be good, though, because the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he just was so quick, like, to just call me out because he heard about me or whatever. It was like, okay, I definitely respect him because, you know what I'm saying, I don't get called out too many times. But I was like, okay, from that day, I was like, all right, yeah, he's going to be something special. And I say that because, man, he one of the best, like, talent-wise that I coach, like, motor, got the high motor and all that. Like, he even tell you, like, he asked me, I told him before the season, I'm like, yo, look, this is what you got to work on. And this what type of schools I think looking at you right now. And he could tell you if I'm lying or not. I told him, I personally, I think you're going to be a D1 AA player because I think they're going to be like your speed don't translate, right? and he ended up going to Morgan, one of the schools I said probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a little bit because I've been around, man. So like, yeah, but this really my guy right here, man. I'm proud of him. I hope he keep doing good things, man. But my next question would be for you. The biggest adjustment. Who? So from being the man at your school, like talk about the transition from being the guy at your school to being, I ain't gonna say one of the numbers, but the not being, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't start, right? So
Yeah,
talk about that transition, like mentally for you. Like how did that play out for you this year?
man. Like I would say mentally, like it's really like it's like ground zero all over again, and it's such cliche because I'm hearing this from the older guys. Like I'm hearing this from people that I seen come back. Like Mike Reed telling me that he played for the Carolina Panthers. One of Coach Hall's son played at Towson. He telling me, yeah, it's like you back at ground zero. I'm like, and I'm, me, I'm thinking like, nah, I'm ready to go in there and you feel me, go carve out of my spot. And I'm gonna say I did, but I didn't think it was gonna be in the way that I took it. Like I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm ready to go for a sack and go hit the ground running. But it's a lot of things to it. So I would say like the biggest thing is really just one day at a time with it. Cause you gonna make mistakes as a freshman. You gonna mess up, but it's like you just gotta you just gotta stack days. Like how y'all was talking, like y'all it's really just about stacking days. Like you gotta put your best foot and like every day you gotta just put your best foot forward. Cause for real, like it's some days where like man, I can't get right. Like I'm messing up this route or like I just forgot to play. But the coaches see it, so they like the coaches know that like they know why they got me up here. So like it's like you just gotta really just stay on top of what you're doing. Like you gotta keep pushing. If you have one bad day, don't make it two in a row. You wanna just stay consistent. Cause you feel me? Like you gonna beat everybody, you gonna walk everybody down with consistency. Like at the end of the day. Like and I feel like that. So I would say that's like the biggest difference. Just like my mindset right now is just staying consistent and like just working one day at a time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What obviously you play wide receiver. I said that in the intro. What are who are the wide receivers that you look that you try to take from? As far as like you watch them play, you like, okay, I like, for example, I like Jamar Chase's hands. I like Jackson Smith and Jigglers, JSN's route running. I like Mike Evans' catch radius. What are some of the receivers that you look at to try to mimic and take from their games to add to your game?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give y'all three wide receivers. Three wide receivers that came to my head. The first one, everybody probably know him, Dez Bryant. Yeah, ever since I was little, that was my favorite wide receiver. I like the way he go up and get the ball, and I think me and his frame is similar. So I'm like, where he go up and high pointed, like, hey, if I can put that in my game, which I think I got that. Man, the sky's the limit because I don't think nobody can got him one on one. Like he a tough cover. Like even when you right there in position, he going up. Like you gotta go up with him. Like it come down to who the better athlete. And I don't think he would lose too many of them reps. And then the other two wide receivers that I had to go with is probably they not in the league, but is Juju Malik Leatherberry, and he played up Morgan with me. Hey, this he about 5'9", but hey, he like Zay Flowers, like he quick, explosive, like real twitchy guy. Hands, he don't drop too many passes, like, and he was a walk on in Morgan, so like I just it's like that's one of the guys I can look up to because like he put in the work every day. Like ain't too many days where he's slacking. It's not really any days where he's slacking. Like he's real consistent, and he just ready to work. And I think his work ethic showed through his play. Like you can see that it's all put together. Like that came from time stacking days. Like and then the third wide receiver, I go Amari, Coach Hall's son, play up Towson right now. I see him, another smaller guy, real quick and explosive. But I think I personally played with him like for like 2 years, so I know him for a little minute now. Hey, that boy confidence is through the roof. Like one thing I say, he know how like he'll talk. Like he gonna let you know, and that's when like one thing about football, you don't have to be the biggest person. Like it's really a mindset, and it's like who heart bigger. Like because like I said, he a smaller guy, but he talk like he's 6'4", 230. Like he'll let you know, but his play back it up every single time. So it's like I gotta give it to him, and then his work ethic come right behind it. Like you'll hear him talking, but next day he probably working. So just guys I look up to.
Definitely a good list, man. Key thing I thought one of the key points you said was confidence, right? Because like most, like a lot, I feel like a lot of athletes, like, because it's a borderline between confidence and like what would be the word? Confidence and like your confidence and arrogance. That's what the word I'm looking for. Confidence, and arrogance, right? Like you kind of walk. You got to kind of walk that line kind of tightly because you know what I'm saying. You don't want to come off as arrogant, but you want to be confident because you put work in, right? This ain't. I just don't come up play on Saturdays. Like I've been doing this from August all the way through, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. I'm putting work in behind what I'm saying. So I want everybody to understand, like you definitely got to be a confident in this sport. You know what I'm saying. But my last question would be for
Hey,
you.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You said it's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. I was watching this video on YouTube because I thought it was at first, but like you got to be insanely confident. Like it's only 1% that play in college,
right?
So for you even to put, I've been playing football since I was 8. For me to put that amount of time to think that I can play at D1, and man, you got to be like almost arrogant, I would say, because like not too many players is gonna even make it there. So I think it's a thin line. Like you said, it's a thin line, but like it's almost arrogant. Like especially if you ain't confident, then I promise you ain't gonna pan out. Like you really gotta just talk to yourself. You gotta talk yourself through it the whole way. Cause if you don't, it ain't gonna look too good for you. Cause everybody, the odds is against you. Like all the way. Like so you really just gotta, it's you versus you. You gotta push through it. Like, cause first off, like I said, I'm a freshman. I got coaches chirping at me. I still gotta learn to play, but then what else we put in morning meetings. Then on top of that, I still gotta go in there and compete versus 24, 23-year-olds. They all my side. They are or bigger. And they just as tall as me. So it's like, yeah, you really gotta it's really an arrogance thing. Like you gotta be overly confident. Like you just gotta come in there ready to dominate for real. Like, but that at least that's the mentality you want to take in there. But always willing to learn.
Nah, I definitely agree because you still gotta be coachable. Because a lot of people be arrogant but not coachable. So that's where you see some of the players like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that ain't played college that was better than the people I know that went to college. I know a lot of players that ain't get a shot, grades, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you definitely want to key with that. My last question would be for you. What can you break down y'all college schedule for me? Like how does y'all daily schedule from, let's say Monday and y'all got a game on Saturday? Like what's y'all week look like?
Our days actually start on Sunday. I think we do it a little differently because a lot of teams will rest after playing on Saturday. So our days really do start on Sunday.
Okay.
So Sunday I'm probably up at like 9:00. I come in for med check. Med check is just to say they're gonna check me off. They're gonna check everything, make sure I'm well health after playing in the game. After that, we gonna have team runs. Team runs is just get your blood moving. You know how like after participating in after playing in the game, you don't want your body to be stiff, so they make us run, and we'll get a nice little lift in. So then after that, we'd go to team meetings. Team meetings, we just going through plays, going through films from the last game, saying we can be better at, saying what mistakes we made, so we don't make them again. And that's how Sunday go. Then we on a Monday. Monday is live. Not going to the ground, but everything else is like fat. It's tempo. Like we put in the game plan. We trying to figure out what the other team going, who their best guys is, how we going to take them away, and how we can get our playmakers the ball. So I'm gonna say, I wake up at 6:30 is special teams meeting. I got to be there at 6:45. No, 6:30 is scout team meetings. Scout team meetings for like freshmen. I don't gotta go to that, but I do gotta go to special team meetings at 6:45. So AID start pretty early at the special team meeting. We breaking the O&D meetings. We talk with our OC. OC, he'll give us a game plan. That's what we doing. That's how we coming in the game. This the game plan. This where we feel like weak at. Then after that, we're breaking the O&D. We look at their DBs, look at the game before, see what other stuff we need to work on so we don't mess up. Then we go installs. All right, we think that corner on the left side isn't too good, or he like to bite on double moves. All right, we'll put in a double move, play action, double move, see if he bite, try to take a deep shot. Then we go over the script. The script is a list of plays that we get for that week, or not for that week, for that day, to see what they like and what they don't like. So then we hit the field. Usually we got time for breakfast. Then we hit the field. Go through, walk through, stretch, and then we just compete. Practices really go from like slowly. It's like indies. Then it start to pick up each period. And then it's like we basically damn near live. We just not going to the ground, and we just working on our stuff against the offense. I mean, against the defense, trying to see what we like, what we want to install for that week, and then they go up. The Tuesday practices like that. Wednesday practices like that. Thursday practice is more of a walkthrough. So by that time we got all the plays that we want to run in the game. We got them all down. We just walking through it, trying to see what we like, what we don't like. It's basically like the yes, no on the script of what we calling for our first 20 plays, of how we starting out the game that week. Then going on a Friday, we usually have another walkthrough. This one is literally we just walking through everything, making sure everything's smooth, ready to go. Then we hop on a bus or a plane if we play away. I think our father's game was like South Alabama maybe. So we hop on a plane or Toledo. It was one of them. But yeah, we hop on a plane. Usually get to the hotel. We have a walkthrough after we get off the bus. Once we have a walkthrough, everybody we go OD meeting one more time. We pray as a team, then we go eat. Everybody assigned two to a room. So you sitting there you with your roommate. Curfew at 10 o'clock. So after that, ain't nothing after that going on. After that, we get up early. Depending on what time our game is, if it's a later game, we got a little more free time between the game time and what time we getting ready. So we'll stretch out. They got like we got athletic trainers in rooms for us to stretch out. Then we go over the script one more time. Everybody, we walking through it. Then we hop on the bus. Game time.
Before you go, see, I wanted you to break that down just like that for a particular reason, just because I want a lot of people ain't gonna make that level just because all that you just stated, right? A lot of people just think they can play on Saturday, but they not willing to do everything that entails to get to play the Saturday, right? Like the meetings, the work, lifting, the run. Like, people, I know you got teammates, some of them be late to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff right there is really accountability on yourself to see how bad you really want it, right? Because like they do that, they make that stuff early on purpose. Like it's a reason. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's early on purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to weed out who don't want to be here, who really halfway in. Like everything is done on purpose, and I love that you broke it down exactly. I want all the kids to see this, all the young high people, because it's probably some of your homeboys they think they should go D1, but you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna follow that regimen right there. They ain't gonna do that. So you know what I'm saying? I just go ahead.
I definitely say that it's like come from high school to college, you don't expect the schedule to be like that. I mean, I didn't expect the schedule to be like that. I knew it was gonna be a lot, but mind you, I didn't say anything about classes Monday through Friday. So
Right,
sometimes
exactly.
that I'm not getting home until 9
Exactly.
o'clock. I got a 3-hour lecture that I gotta be to 30 minutes after practice, and I gotta go take a shower. Then I gotta hit the lecture. Then I got a class after that. It's a lot, but like you said, you really find out who won it. Because the people that don't want it, the coaches notice little small minute details, but they ain't gonna say nothing. They just you'll know without knowing. Like
Right.
the team will know. So like you just want to make sure you on that good side. You want
Right.
you want and be a team guy for real.
In my opinion, every great CEO takes mental notes. So, for example, you're a CEO of a company or you running something, you take a note. For example, like, okay, Tim is great at this. Ross is great at this. I'm not great at this. So let them do that while I do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, work ethic, in order to be great, you must have a work ethic. No matter what it is, whether it's media, whether it's playing a game, whatever. Like you have to have a work ethic in order to be great. And if you just your schedule separates the men from the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like it separates. It's a reason why it's at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm sure it's days you wake up like 4:30, like, man, like damn, let me get up and maybe not at 4:30, maybe I'm being facetious to an extent, but to an extent, you'll wake up and like, man, let me do something today. Like I'm not going to just do nothing. I got to do something today. And that's the difference of a winner's mentality from a loser's mentality. I tell my son this all the time. You're at a disadvantage because someone on the West Coast, they have a 3-hour time difference. They have all the advantages. You don't. It's 6 o'clock here. It's dark here. It's 3 o'clock in the West Coast. It's sunny over there. So, like, you have a disadvantage. You have to outwork not only the person in front of you, you have to outwork the person that's imaginary behind you. That person is doing everything you're doing. They have a 3-hour time difference. They're winning. You're not winning. So I love the mentality. I love that you get up, that you work, that you grind. That's what it's all about. My last question before we get you about it here on the NFL take. What is the hardest part of college? Is it the mental fatigue, the physical fatigue? What do you think is the hardest part of college?
Definitely mental. You can have all the attributes,
Mental.
all of them. You could be 6'4". You can run a 4.4. You could jump out the gym. If you're not right upstairs, it ain't gonna click for you because like it really you gotta believe it more than anybody else. Ain't no way that Odell Beckham Jr. thought he could make that one hand catch against the Cowboys. You gotta be crazy enough to stick your hand out there, go up for one again. You the only game on TV. If you drop that ball, first off, your coach is gonna chew you out, and then everybody's watching. So I definitely would say mental because it's the game is way more mental battles than it is physical. Like you could be the hell of an athlete, but I'm telling you, it ain't gonna take you. It only gonna take you but so far. And that's what I say. The one thing I notice about everyone that is nice, they feel like they the best ever. Like they know it's people that might got them, but they would never say it. You know, like if you ask them, they him. Like they going with their self every time.
Gotcha. Our last question before we get you up out of here, we'll transition to the NFL. We currently sit at week 16 right now. One game left to go in week 16, the Monday Night Football game. However, week 16 to week 17. Your thoughts on the NFL season so far? Who do you think will be playing in Santa Clara for the Super Bowl? What two teams right now would have your vote to get to the Super Bowl?
I would say it's tough right now, but I feel like defense does win championships. Like you can see the Bengals ain't doing too well without that no defense. So I would say, I like the Texans what they've been doing. Like, but I think I don't know. I don't think they offensively they all the way there yet. So if I had to say, shoot, I would say probably like the I would say I would have to give it to the Texans. Honestly.
Okay.
I would say the Broncos. Maybe the Broncos if they could get it all the way right. But I feel like it's gonna be a sleeper team. I don't think it's gonna be somebody that we really expect. I feel like it's gonna be like a dogfight. Because if you think about it, Mahomes AC out, like Allen, they playing cool, but I don't think they got it right all the way. And then so if you think all the top dogs or teams that we used to seeing, Cowboys, I don't think they even going.
Okay.
I don't think they might not get there. They might not even get to the playoffs. Where Lions ain't doing too swell.
So. Yeah, Cowboys not gonna make it.
You said the Cowboys not gonna make it?
Yeah,
see?
Eliminated, yeah.
The Lions might not make it.
Like all the teams that we used to seeing running their division and stuff, I think it's gonna be more of a sleeper. So I'd probably say the Texans or the Broncos if I had to get to win it.
Okay.
Texans or the Broncos. No, I definitely. Go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Who you like out the NFC?
Out the NFC. I would say.
You got the Eagles, Rams, Seattle.
The Eagles, they got all the pieces, but they ain't been clicking. That's what I would think people would assume. I don't think the Eagles want to get it. I feel like the Patriots looking good though.
Yeah, they're in the AFC though.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
No. The Bears. I ain't gonna lie. The Bears. Caleb Williams. That game when he threw the.
That was a great throw.
Great throw and a great catch.
No, for sure.
Great catch. I'll probably go give it the Panthers doing their thing too though. I mean, all right. If I had to give it to one, I'll go to Rams. I'll go to Rams.
Rams. Okay.
I feel like
Rams.
I feel like they've been in there.
Like the Rams in the NFC and the Texans and the Broncos in the AFC.
Yeah, I feel like they two teams especially the Rams. I feel like they got all the weapons offensively. Defensively, they just gonna have to hold up.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rams defense a little question mark, especially at the position.
One more time.
The Rams. Right now, I would look at the Rams right now. I think they probably the best team in the NFC.
Yeah. I want to say the Eagles, but the Eagles can't seem to find it.
So, I'm thinking, see, the AFC to me a little harder to pick because it's like most of the quarterbacks are young with no real playoff experience like that to me. Like you said, a lot of the normal faces not going to be there. So it's like, who do I trust more? And I know it ain't no bias. Who do I trust out of the quarterbacks? Probably be the Bills. Like I think the Bills defensively, they struggle, but I think they can timely stop some teams, and they got the quarterback I trust most. That's probably going to be in it over there. And then I think realistically, I agree with the Eagles to a certain extent, but I think these last 3 games, like the offensive concepts and things have been changing. Like I know everybody don't watch the Eagles games like I do, so it's a little different. Like when I watch them. So it's like the concepts they did doing more stuff that was working last year, a lot of more under center stuff. So I actually think the offense is progressing, even though if y'all want to say it's versus not good teams, I understand that too. But you still got, as long as you going into the playoffs on a heater, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, you going in good. So now you know what I'm saying, ain't no excuses. So I'm gonna stick to my previous Super Bowl position. I still like it. The Bills. I said Bills and Eagles before the season, and I'm sticking with the Bills and Eagles still. I still think both of those teams, you're gonna have to beat them because, like, I like Seattle, I like Sam Darnold, but it's still an unknown in the playoffs, right? We still haven't seen it in the playoffs. Like the Rams, but the secondary iffy, and they're gonna have to get some timely stops as well. So depending on who they match up with, y'all know I don't believe in the Bears, so I ain't gonna change right now. I still don't believe in the Bears. So go ahead.
Why you don't believe in the Bears?
Bears will be 15-2. They won't believe in it.
Well,
because he don't like the quarterback because he's painted names.
But I mean, it's so I mean, it's going to be one of my takes. But I don't believe in the Bears, right? So, like all they wins, they are comeback victories, right? All of them. They got 6 comeback victories, right? So
Did you say that last year about the Commanders?
Wait, no, I'm not done. But logic tells me that's going to run out, right? Like it's going to run out, right? Like you're not going to be down every game, and you play better teams in the playoffs, right? Like they won last week. The boy ain't catch an onside kick. We gonna praise Caleb Williams and them, but if they catch an onside kick, they lose to Malik. They lose to a backup quarterback in the Green Bay Packers, right? So like I get it. It's a sexy story, but they not really what we think they are. Another team. I'm gonna give you another team that started off hot comeback victories. Josh, you know this team well. How was Tampa winning early in the season? A lot of comeback victories. What happened?
Asking me?
No, I'm saying Tampa Bay won a lot of games, comeback victories early on the season. What has happened lately? I'm just saying it's a matter of time before.
I think it's the difference between the two teams, though. Like
who
and
then,
then
okay, well, it is. Who you think more talented though? The Bucks or the Bears?
The Bears.
Yeah,
Bears are more
listen
talented.
to me. I think I'll give it to the Bears right now. Hear me out.
Talent?
They more talented.
Hey, they got
yes,
some talent.
Are we talking about team or we talking about offense? You talking about offense? The Buccaneers are more talented. You talking about overall team? The Bears starters on defense will start on the Buccaneers defense right now. The Bucs can't rush the passer to save their life.
The Bears don't rush the passer well. The Bears don't really play good football.
But they feast on turnovers.
They play good. It's the reason why they got to come back. They don't play good whole game football. They play a good last 2 minutes. You got to kill them. Like they play the last.
I get that. But I'm saying,
so I'm saying, like in the playoffs,
but you should get credited.
Yeah, you get credit. But
that's what I'm saying. Like they get credited for that.
You get credit, but I'm not believing in the false hope.
Yo, Tim. Let me just say this. Nobody said the Bears are going to the Super Bowl. Like I don't think nobody thinks that. I just think people think they're a playoff. Well, at least me. I think they're a playoff team. Like so, like to believe in them to make the playoffs. Yeah, I think they're gonna make the playoffs. I told you that last week. I thought they were gonna make the playoffs. Yeah. That's it.
I think the hardest one is a comeback win, though.
That's a good.
No. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying like. Well, yeah, making the playoffs definitely a good. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, you just so didn't you just say you had them going to the Super Bowl? No, not going. Yeah. I don't even know how we got on the Bears then.
Yeah. No, all I'm saying is
I bring the Bears up.
Tampa versus if who the better team is, I have to give it to Chicago. Okay. Only because look, they younger. Like I think Caleb Williams is I think people they look up to him. They trust him to make those plays when it matters. Not saying that bigger, but if you the last 3 weeks,
you want me to say
been struggling.
Caleb Williams better than Baker. Yeah, he's better than Baker Mayfield. Yes, he's better than.
But
Baker
that's not saying
he can do things that Baker Mayfield cannot do.
But Caleb Williams isn't playing well. That's what I'm saying. I think we get blindfolded because they keep coming back. But he's not playing well in these games. Like he threw 55 completion percentage last year. He's not playing good. But if the thing is, if you keep him in the game, he is capable of making them 2 to 3 throws that'll change the game. So I'm saying in the playoffs, you step on them and just step on them like you're doing, keep going. They're gonna be a first round exit, bro. I guarantee you they're gonna be a first round exit. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, for me, I'm gonna just say this. I just want to see matchups. I just want to see who plays who, and then I can agree with you.
I'm telling you, I don't.
This is my thing. I'll give it to you like this. Okay, let me ask you this. So the winner of the NFC South right now, Carolina's leading that. You don't think the Bears can beat the winner of the NFC South, whether it's Carolina or Tampa? You don't think the Bears can beat them?
I'm not saying I don't think they're gonna be, but I'm putting my money on Carolina or Tampa.
Nah, like. I think the team chemistry there. I like the team chemistry there. They done it once, so they can do it again. It's proven that he can come back and win a football game. You feel me?
I just don't think they're good.
It's hard to do.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I just don't think they're good. Like it's a reason you losing for 3 quarters. Like it's nice you coming back. Like don't get me wrong, a lot of resilience, a lot of all that, right? But I said the same thing about Kansas City last year, right? They had a lot of comebacks, right? what happened this year.
I feel you, but
That
what
it turns around. I'm telling you, it just turns. That's all I'm saying. It's going to turn around.
they're a young football team.
I agree. They are young.
So look,
Yeah,
they're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Next year, the Bears will turn around. But this year, they got what they need.
Okay, we'll see. Because I don't think they win another game. Like they're gonna lose these last two, and then they're gonna lose their first game in the playoff. So they're gonna go over
one in the playoffs. I got them winning one.
All right, we're gonna see.
Oh my God.
We're gonna see. Bro, they almost they just I just want you to realize this.
We gonna
Just realize this. They almost lost to Malik Willis. Malik Willis, if the boy catch an onside kick. So y'all trying to convince me they good, and they almost lost to a backup.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, he catch the ball the game.
They almost lost to Malik Willis. You're 100% right. They almost did, but guess what they did? They won. I'm glad that they didn't. I'm glad that they won. They found a way to win. Like you said, things went their way. I'll give you that. Like that was an unforeseen win. Like
was Malik Willis leading?
I'm sorry, bro.
Green Bay was winning when
Yeah, no, he was winning. I'm not knocking.
So all he did was had to hold the lead. You got Josh Jacobs in the back.
Josh Jacobs fumbled in the red zone. Like
they got a good OC. You feel me? Like
I get what you're saying. I just don't see it. Like I need to see a complete game. Like I can't go off for 2 minutes. Like
I'm saying they young, they gonna make mistakes. You probably won't see a complete game from them this year, though.
But that's what you need. That's what you need in the playoffs, a complete game, though. Hey, come on. In the playoffs, you're gonna need a complete game because you're gonna get the team back.
Depending on matchups, you don't need a complete game.
Bro, they gonna have to play. So they're gonna have to play right.
Depending on who you play, you do not need a complete game.
But it's gonna be a good team. It's gonna be the 49ers.
Especially if you can get that turn. If you can get turnovers, and I think that defense can get turnovers.
No, they can get turnovers. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. But they're gonna have to play the 49ers. Who else in that wild?
I think the 49ers. I think they're a little fraudulent. If you really want to talk about it, I don't think they not all that.
I gotta see who else on that
list. They might be the first round.
It's not gonna be a. They're gonna have to play the Packers again. Somebody else.
All right.
They can't beat the Packers. They can't beat the Packers.
They just beat them.
They ain't got all their weapons.
Yeah. They just beat them because they got the onside. I'm saying they can't really beat the Packers.
So
they really
I got a question.
Hey, Josh.
You
better hold on. You better onside kick. They said the percentages. It's like 1 in a million. Okay, they got that one. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they did beat them technically. I'm not dumb. They beat them, but they not better than the Packers, bro.
No, you're right.
So two healthy teams who win.
Tim, let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Tim, they lost at Green Bay by 7. They're not that far away. My bad, Malachi. They not.
You good?
They was up big, and the Green Bay was up big though. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta put the.
I said they lost by 7 at Green Bay.
You gotta put the pack. I mean, you gotta put the Bears. One thing, like I said, I'm not disrespecting the Bears. They come back games. That's great. I'm saying once you get it, the Packers was up that first meeting. They was up 14-3. Put them away because they gonna keep fighting. They ain't gonna quit. Put them away is what I'm saying. If you get 14-3 in the playoffs, they ain't gonna give you an opportunity. They gonna suffocate you. We ain't gonna give you an opportunity to come back in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think their winning style is formidable in the playoffs. I'm not disrespecting what they do. I'm just saying in the playoffs, coming back, it might not be a chance to come back.
Hey, I got a question though, Tim.
Go ahead.
Who would you compare Caleb's
playing
style to?
Malachi, give you the last word. Go ahead.
Caleb.
I got a name in mind.
His playing style.
Yeah, like what quarterback would you say he?
Style? I know a lot of people probably would say Mahomes.
Okay, that's the name I was thinking, right?
It's Mahomes in, I guess. But my thing is
Mahomes just
go ahead.
Mahomes. Who did Mahomes come back against?
When?
In the Super Bowl.
What year was that?
That was against. Was it? That was against the Eagles.
Yeah. He came back.
That's when they came back, right?
Yeah. Was that game tied? Or was they won? Was we win?
I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah, the first time. I can't.
Yeah, the first one. I'm pretty sure they was losing.
They might have been bad.
No. The Eagles was up. They was up 10 at halftime, 24.
Yeah. It was down.
Okay. All right. So look, all I'm saying is they play it light. So if you got a good defense out of there, you can't count Caleb out. That's why I think they got so many comeback wins. You feel me? So if you
I
got
got you.
a good defense and you got Caleb Williams and you got the team around them that believe in them, they got a lot of young guys at wide receiver. They got the rookie running back. I think he like that. I think he nice. So
Which one?
I don't.
Maganya, something like that.
Yeah,
Managa. Okay.
I think you can't count. I don't think you can just count them out. I think they gonna put on the show.
We gonna see. Hey, we gonna revisit this.
Yeah.
Malachi, trust me. Let me say this. When the Bears win their first playoff game, we want you back on the show that Monday. We're gonna rub it in this guy's face. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rub it in his face. Because listen, I'm gonna just say this before we get out of here. The Bears could be 17-0. This man still gonna say, man, I gotta see more. I mean, I just gotta see more.
What I tell you though? Be real though. What I tell you before, I said these 3 games will tell me more about the Bears, and I said they gotta go 2-1. That's what I told you. If they won one, so they gotta win one more.
And they're going to go 2-1. That, bro, you know they're gonna beat the Lions week 18. You know that.
Why do I know that? The Lions. You know what the Lions did the last time they played? Put up basketball number on them.
That's why they gonna beat them like that, because they beat them up the drum.
They're not that good. That's what I'm trying to. Bears ain't that good.
They put 50 on them. I know.
They might score 50.
Yeah, bro, that was in September. This is December.
They might score 50.
Yeah. Not outside, they not. Not Jared Goff, he won't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, listen. We can bet on that. We can bet on them. I just think
don't gamble.
They're going to score 50. We can talk about that. Malachi, let me talk to you, brother. Malachi, brother, let me say this. I want to thank you for coming on the show, bro. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. Wish you well at Morgan State. Keep winning. Keep being a superstar, man. Keep laying down the foundation to be great. And we look forward to having you back on the show, my brother.
Thank you.
Definitely, bro.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you watch Highly Opinionated. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is brought to you by Edibly Airy. Enjoy the heightened experience of THC edibles in a whole new way. At Edibly Airy, our freeze-dry edibles available in 100 milligram, 200 milligram, 300 milligram, 400 milligram will give you the buzz you crave with a flavor you won't forget. Available in 3 different flavors: watermelon sunset, tropical fruit, and berry. To place orders, please visit the website at ediblyairy.com. While you're there at ediblyairy.com, use a promotion code. You guys see the promotion code on the screen. $ Highly Airy, $. Again, $ Highly Airy, $ for 20% off your first purchase. Follow us on IG at Edibly Airy for new product releases and monthly hookups. Must be 21 and over to purchase. Edibly Airy, the best freeze-dry edibles out. Go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a jam-packed edition of Highly Opinionated. Tim, NFL recap time. Week 16 recap. Let's start off with we mentioned this when we had the guests on, but we talked thoroughly enough about the Bears and the Packers. But the Bears defeat the Packers 22-16 in overtime. Green Bay was led by Malik Willis, 9 of 11, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Emmanuel Wilson, 14 carries, 82 yards. Romeo Doubs, 5 catches, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Chicago was led by Caleb Williams, 19 of 34, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries, 58 yards. And DJ Moore, 5 catches, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Tim, your thoughts on the Chicago Bears gaining the number 1 spot in the NFC North, improving that record to 11-4, dropping the Green Bay Packers to 9-5-1.
Hey, man, first of all, congratulations to the Bears, man. Coming off a season, I'm pretty sure they won 4 games last year. I think it was 4-13. Might have been 4-13 or 5-12. So drastic change this year. So shout them out first of all. But, man, I'm going to put this loss more on the Packers, man. You got to finish the game. Romeo Doubs, onside kick. I don't know what you're waiting for. Run to – go get the ball and fall down, son. It's just that simple. The Bears they are a resilient team. They six comeback wins within the final 2 minutes. But y'all know how I feel, man. I just don't think that's sustainable in the NFL. Like, you just can't keep winning like that. Like, it's just the clock gonna tick. Cinderella's shoe, the shoe gonna go back on that foot, man. So Shout out to the Bears, man. Packers, man. Malik Willis, man. I like what I saw from him, man. I think some teams might be interested at the performance I saw. Took command of the game. I think we Titans gave up on them a little too fast as well. But man, shout out to the Bears, man. And what'd you say? They number 2 seed?
Number 2 seed in the NFC, number 1 in the NFC North, the division.
Yeah, Shout out to them, man. Drastic change, man. Nothing but shout out Ben Johnson, man. Detroit don't look the same without you. So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out the Bears.
You know, it's shocking that a team doesn't look the same when the offensive and the defensive coordinator leave. It's just so surprising. Didn't see that coming. Like you said with the Bears, congratulations to the Bears. I thought the Bears would win this game. Like you said, unforeseen situation with the onside kick. And ladies and gentlemen, we have that onside kick so you can see right now.
Try the onside kick. It's laying around. Got to pick it up. And it's loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? Oh, the Bears have it. Are you serious? It's been an 8% chance all year, and somehow the Bears get it.
8% chance all year. Romeo Dobbs, bro. I know you have a messed up hand. I know you got, I think, a broken hand or something like that. Bro, don't ever back away from the ball. Step forward to the ball. You back away from the ball. You step forward to the ball. Now, I've never played wide receiver in college or in the NFL or even high school, that matter. But I played wide receiver before in my life, and I was a bad mofo when people had to stick me. They'll tell you that. Listen, I never backed up from the ball. I always went to the ball. You feel me? So I think it wasn't the best judgment. Special teams coach in Green Bay, I think it's Joe, the former Raiders coach, Rich Bisaccia. So Green Bay is going to definitely have to improve their special teams if they want to improve. But Green Bay just has too many injuries. They lost DeAndre White, the defensive tackle. They lost Micah Parsons, ACL. Jordan Love was concussed. That's why Malik Willis was in the game. Josh Jacobs left the game with a knee injury. It's just battle of attrition for the Packers. And the Bears, to me, took advantage of that. I'm not going to brag this much about the Bears win. Only thing I would say to Tim is, he said these 3 games have to show him something. So when the Bears go 2-1, you know, we'll see what criticism my brother have next of him. But I think the Bears will win the season at 2-1. They will beat either San Francisco or Detroit to get to 12-5 on the season and make the playoffs. Congratulations to the Bears. Number 1 seed in the NFC. They're leading number 2 seed in the NFC, leading the NFC North. No one. Let me repeat, no one, maybe other than 1 or 2 people, and they probably were Chicago Bears family members, thought the Chicago Bears would be in this position right now. So shout out to Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, keep doing you, keep improving. And this Bears team, man, you never know what luck can take you. We seen the team in my opinion, I saw a team last year in the NFC Championship game get there partly because of luck. So you never know what can get you. So the next game we're going to recap is the battle. 2 of the AFC best. The Jacksonville Jaguars went to Denver and defeated the Denver Broncos 34-20. The Jacksonville Jaguars improved their record to 11-4. The Broncos dropped to 12-3. Trevor Lawrence, 23 of 36, 279, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Travis Etienne, 16 carries, 50 yards. Trevor Lawrence added the touchdown on the ground. Parker Washington, he was a star this game, 6 catches, 145 yards, 1 touchdown. Bo Nix, 28 of 47, 352 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. R.J. Harvey, 7 carries, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 6 catches, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. I'll start us off with this recap. You know, as we do this show, right, you think about, I think about more of the misses than the makes. I picked Jacksonville to beat Denver, so I'm not surprised that they beat Denver. I told you this last week on the show, Denver was due for a loss. They were due for a loss. Jacksonville heard all week about how Denver's defense is this, that, and the third. Jacksonville defense can play too. They have good defense. They might not be as good as Denver or the Eagles or something like that, but Jacksonville can play defense too. But I just go back to the misses on this show because last year I picked Jacksonville to win the AFC South. They couldn't win nothing. And shout out to Shad Khan, the Jacksonville owner. He made the right hire. And I'll get to this in takeaways. A lot of you guys are waiting for me to go off on the Ravens and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers still have a chance of making the playoffs. So I can't really go off on them until they're fully eliminated. When they get eliminated, I will go off. And part of the reason why I will go off on them the Jacksonville Jaguars coach should be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach. Do you see what Liam Cohen did with Baker Mayfield last year? Are you guys watching what Liam Cohen is doing with Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence has not looked as good since he was at Clemson. There is no debate, no argument, no nothing you can do about that. Liam Cohen has fixated in that, has facilitated that in part of the offense that he runs. I'm proud of Liam Cohen and what he's done in Jacksonville, and I'm proud that Trevor Lawrence is taking that step to now be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You have 4 touchdown passes after you had 6 touchdowns last year. He had 4 touchdowns this week, 3 passes and 1 on the ground. After he had 6 touchdowns last week, again, they can play the Jets. I've seen teams play the Jets and play them close. The Jaguars blew them out from start to finish. Shout out to the Jaguars, and that defense came to play. Bo Nix threw the ball 47 times, too many times for them. They need to have a better run pass bounce. They threw the ball 47 times. They ran the ball 17 times. You're not going to win that way. Shout out to the Jaguars. Shout out to my guy, Trevor Lawrence. And shout out to Liam Cohen. Liam, we miss you in Tampa, baby. Trust me. We miss you.
Yeah, man, this game, I don't trust neither one of these teams, right? So I feel like playoffs, like I got to see from Trevor Lawrence. Like I feel like the better not going to say the better quarterback. The quarterbacks in the more experienced in the AFC, they're like fighting for spots. But I feel like they still the better teams. Like, shout out to Jaguars. The Broncos defense looking. It's really been up and down all year, but you know we give people labels of great defenses after like 2 or 3 games. Like it's really been up and down all the year because there's no way Parker Washington like he's not getting. Yeah, that's another story for another day. But shout out to the Jaguars, man. They playing good football. We'll got to see what Sunshine and them do in the playoffs. Because once again, he's one with not much playoff experience, so it's a little different in the playoffs and depending on who you're matching up against. But shout out to the Jaguars, Broncos. Y'all was on a 10-game winning streak. I'm not gonna say y'all due for a loss, but the loss doesn't kill y'all. Just get back to stacking days. Y'all be fine. And that's about it, man. Shout out to the Jaguars. Good win. Good road win.
I'm not going to disagree with the wordplay. I disagree with the wordplay, though. I thought it was a great win. Nobody picked Jacksonville to win that game. And I'm not trying to take credit for it, but nobody thought they would go into Denver and win that game. And how Trevor Lawrence played, let me say it like this. Even though I don't think Sam Darnold was a reason why Seattle beat the Rams, what they did to the Rams on Thursday night can give them confidence. What Jacksonville did on Sunday in Denver will give them confidence to know we beat the best team in this conference. We beat the number 1 seed by record wise or whatever. Yeah, we beat the number 1 seed in this conference. And if we play Buffalo, New England, Pittsburgh, etc., we got the confidence that okay, we played a quote unquote better team than what they have. Because I think Denver is better than all those teams. They might not beat those teams, but they have more talent than all those teams. So Denver is more talented than all those teams.
Not Buffalo.
Yeah, no, bro. Yes, they are. They're more talented than Buffalo. Denver's received only thing Buffalo has over Denver is a quarterback. Everybody else,
the biggest position on the field. And James Cook.
Okay, I'll give you James Cook. They got James Cook and Allen. Everybody else on Denver will start on Buffalo. Everybody else from the offensive line, maybe outside Deion Dawkins, I'll give you Deion Dawkins. Everybody on the Broncos defense.
That doesn't make you better though. How does that make me better? And I have the 2 best players that get the ball the most on my team.
I don't necessarily think James Cook in a matchup with the Broncos would be the second best player. I don't think that. Like I'm looking at all the teams. So I'm looking at, like, for example, I think Patrick Surtain's a better overall player than James Cook. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. That's fine.
He plays corner. He don't get the ball.
I know, but we judge I know this is basketball. We judge small forwards and shooting guards. They play 2 different positions. My point is
different though. Like I impact the game in more ways than Surtain can. Like Surtain can impact the game like James Cook.
Because you get the ball, but Surtain affects the game because he doesn't allow your best receiver to get the ball. So to me,
best receiver got the ball on the Jags yesterday. So I don't know how much.
Well. I mean, I give you that. Listen, the Broncos had a bad day. I don't think this minimizes who they are. This to me should elevate who Jacksonville is. It was a great road win. Again, nobody thought they would go on the road and do this. Now Jacksonville just has to finish out.
It was a good. I think great is a stretch. It was a good road win. They beat them.
I mean, they beat the number 1 team in the league by 14 points in a row, bro. You're right. Good. I mean, bro, you're right.
They not the number 1 team in the league.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. They beat the number 1 team in the AFC.
Yeah, good win.
Okay.
Good win.
Okay, well, listen. You say good, I say great. You know who didn't have a good or great weekend? The next team. The New England Patriots went to Baltimore and defeated the Baltimore Ravens 28-24. New England improves their record to 12-3, drops the Ravens to 7-8. New England was led by Drake May, 31-44, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ramondre Stevenson, 8 carries, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. Stephon Diggs, he put on a show for Maryland, former Maryland Terrapin, 9 catches, 138 yards. Baltimore was led by Lamar Jackson, 7-10, 101 yards. He was injured right before the right at the end of the first half. Tyler Huntley came in, 9 carries, 9 out of 10, 65 yards. Derrick Henry, 18 carries, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers had 18 yards and a touchdown run on the ground. He added 84 yards received. Tim, you picked the Patriots. The one game the whole weekend I got wrong. The Patriots defeated the Ravens. Your thoughts on the Patriots improving their record to 12-3 and staying in first place in the AFC East?
So this the real best team in the AFC right here. Them right here. Not the Jaguars, not the Broncos. This is the best.
Okay,
team.
let me just say it. If the Patriots and the Jaguars played today, you think the Patriots would beat the Jaguars?
I like the Patriots.
Okay, cool.
I like the Patriots.
If that matchup happened, hit your boy.
Drake made better than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not right now. No, we're not either. But okay, I'll let you go.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence in the running for MVP too, right?
Yeah, bro. Not to be funny, they put a lot of people in the running for MVP. Let me just say this: early in the season, I know a guy real well that was an MVP candidate that I never put in there, bro. Let me just say this, bro. I love you. I don't care what them stupid ass people on TV say. Drake May is not an MVP candidate to me. The MVP is over. He already won it, bro. They just have to start. They just not be funny, yo, on TV, bro. You just gotta have topics, yo. Come on now, you know that.
Nah, Drake May definitely an MVP candidate, but yeah, Drake May probably the most. He better than Trevor Lawrence too. Like it ain't a doubt about that neither. Okay. But Patriots, they just did what they was. They came back, made the game a little harder than what it was supposed to be. Beat the. I told y'all the Ravens was bad for 2. The Ravens wasn't that good. Y'all don't listen. Told y'all they needed a pass rusher 2 years ago. Told them offensively they need to go more double tight with Andrews and Likely. Still haven't done that. Lamar been banged up in and out the lineup, man. The Ravens is not a good football team. Undisciplined, a lot of penalties last night. 2 turnovers, 1 from Henry, 1 from Zay Flowers. They just not good, man. They just not a good team. Patriots made the game a little harder, had to come back. But the difference between Drake May and these rest of the quarterbacks, like watch his feet and how he steps up into the pocket, whereas though a lot of other quarterbacks run out, don't have games like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18. Like if you watch the way his play quarterback and the intangibles and like footwork, things most of y'all don't pay attention to. Y'all just see the highlights. I get it. Caleb Williams run backwards and throw the ball up. That's great offense to you. I get it. But yeah, like actually footwork and knowledge of the game, Drake May is there. Next level. Of course, no one's seen the Patriots doing this. They're ahead of schedule. So whatever happens, honestly happens. But they're a team to definitely be reckoned with Coach Mike Vrabel, man. Like what I saw from the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots played well. The Ravens got up 24-13 in the fourth quarter. Derrick Henry had a 2-yard touchdown run. That was the last time Derrick Henry touched the ball in the game. Derrick Henry had 100 and get these numbers right. Derrick Henry had 128 yards in the game and 2 touchdowns. I understand he had a fumble. I get that. The fumble happened in the first half. Okay, cool. Zay Flowers had a fumble as well, as you mentioned. Mark Andrews tried a play that I thought was whatever. He tried something that it didn't work. So everybody has their hand into the cookie jar, as the pun as the pun goes. But for me, there's no way Lamar Jackson gets hurt and you don't get the ball to Derrick Henry. They couldn't stop Derrick Henry. Keep giving him the ball. So the Ravens, I'll agree with you on this. I've been waiting all season for the Ravens to turn. They are what they are. And I'll get to that in the takeaways. They are what they are. They're a 7-8 football team. We can keep waiting and waiting and waiting. They are what they are. Congratulations to the Patriots. To come down to Baltimore and get a win on the road after blowing a 21-0 lead at home to Buffalo shows resilience. I'll just say this. I don't want to disrespect the Patriots. Great win. I look forward to if the Patriots play Jacksonville, I look forward to that matchup. That's all I'll say to that. Anyway, Drake May, great game, hell of a performance. Ramondre Stevenson gave you 51 yards on the ground. And again, let me give some love to Stephon Diggs. Maryland product, he put on for Maryland, bro. He put on 138 yards, his best game of the season. So shout out to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel, as you said, got him well. It'll be a factor in the AFC playoffs for sure. In my opinion, I think they're a little bit too young now. They're a little too young. And they're a little beat up on the offensive line as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time, the best segment in sports. As always, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about is our NFL takeaways. Week 16 NFL takeaways. Tim, as always, the great guy. You start us off, my brother.
Yeah, man. First one, man. Quarterback play slash quarterback development is down in the NFL, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like back in coming up, right? They used to say it take the quarterback 4 years to actually learn the system, get it going. Like, I feel like we abandon these quarterbacks at the 1 or 2 years, and it's like they gotta adjust to the game. Like, it's so many quarterbacks young that's on benches that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think they come into bad situations, right? Normally you get drafted high, you come to a bad situation, right? So it's gonna take more than 1 to 2 years for you to get things going. That's why you're seeing a lot of guys resurface that, you know what I'm saying, resurface that played at other teams. Now they getting other shots and now they look like they could play football because it's like they had time. You know what I'm saying? So like we got NFL, y'all gotta do better development quarterbacks and stop giving up on quarterbacks so early. My second one, man. Christmas week, man. Christmas came early for me, man. Boy, if you would have told me Kansas City was out and the Ravens was out, boy, Christmas, my timeline, boy, I'm loving my timeline. I love when I'm getting on my social media right now. Ravens fan, fire this guy. I love it. Like, I don't need no presents. I'm good. I'm so ecstatic. I was so like, I love when they fight on there. Like, Lamar quit. No, he did. Man, we saw it. I love it. I love the commotion.
I love the commotion.
I'm loving it right now. Like, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim's toxic trait. He loves commotion.
Like, I love it right now. Like, I love it. Christmas, this was good Christmas. And Steelers, y'all better not do me wrong. Just beat the Browns. Just beat the Browns.
That's it. All they gotta do is beat the Browns.
Just beat the Browns. I know they suspended DK. And they suspended. Hey, it ain't like we was giving him the ball much anyway. Just win that game. Just win that game. So we can just end that for me. So, you know what I'm saying? Because there'd be a lot of Ravens fans hating on the Eagles. We ain't in the same division, which I don't understand. Like, which I really never put my finger.
Let me say this. You have your own platform. So people are going to hate on it. Just know this. They're going to hate on the people and teams that you, for example, I know I'm going different sports.
Sure.
I said last year Victor Wembanyama was the top 5 player in the NBA. People criticize me. Like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. What you talking about? Yeah. Okay. I'm here, bro. I'm here every week. I can't miss no weeks. I'm here every week. So, bro, that's what you.
No, I get it, but it'd be like, yo, they be reaching for stuff. Like, I don't know if you seen the post where they had Mariota and Jalen Hurts, and it was like, basically, they got
the backup. They're both gonna be backups.
Like Mariota ain't starting the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. Mariota
started a playoff game and beat the Chiefs.
Like, he didn't start for 5 years. He eventually got bits, but he hasn't been a career backup. Like, it just be frustrating me. That's all I'm saying. That's why I think I never like the Ravens, because stuff like that, they just But they're gonna be home. They're gonna be home watching. They're gonna be home watching this year. So that's perfect. My last one, man. I know. Y'all got y'all favorite teams, right? I'm just 2 teams to watch out for. One, y'all gonna be like, I knew he was. Well, one team. Actually, both teams. I just know there's both teams. But look out for the Chargers, man. The Chargers actually look competent. I know I said I wasn't going to speak on the Chargers. It's been a while because they done broke my heart so many times. But, like, they look competent, bro. Like, they going to be a tough out going in the playoffs, man. The defense looked really good. Like, they shut the Cowboys down to 17, which looked like it was a shootout. Then it's like, all right, man. They shut the Cowboys down, a good offense. I know the defense ain't good. Look out for the Chargers, man, because they looking like a real contender, man. And I'm not just saying that because I like the Chargers and AFC, but they looking like a real contender. And this other team, man, ain't nobody talking about, man. I keep hearing about I hear more Rams than anything, but I'm hearing about the Rams, people fall in love with the Bears. Some people like, I've been saying Seattle a little bit. Some people like in Seattle, but y'all remember who the first to tell you about Seattle, but I ain't even gonna get on that train yet. You got the 49ers. It's just one, it's crazy. It's one team they don't talk about that just hosted the Lombardi. Like, did they die or something?
No, they ain't die.
Like y'all, yeah. Eagles a dark horse team, and I actually like the position they in. Ain't nobody talking about. So what we gonna do? We just gonna creep in the back door. You know what I'm saying? We gonna creep in that back door. Go, you know what I'm saying? Creep in the back door. We just gonna go back to the Super Bowl, man. Those are my two dark horse teams. I know it sounds crazy that Eagles are a dark horse team, but if you listen to anything, no one is talking about the Eagles. So those are my two dark horse teams, man. Be on the lookout for both of those teams.
As always, my brother, great takeaways that you have. I'll start us off with your Eagles. I want to congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles. Small but big feat to me. The Eagles won the NFC East. This was the first time in 20 years that a repeat team has won the NFC East. Last team to repeat and win the NFC East was the Philadelphia Eagles. They won it in 2003, 2004. So shout out to the Eagles on winning the NFC East, stopping that 20-year streak of different multiple teams winning it. Congratulations to the Eagles. My next takeaway, I mentioned this in the Patriots-Ravens breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I picked the Ravens to not only go to the Super Bowl, I picked them to play Tampa. This will happen for Tampa when they get eliminated. However, I only can speak on the Ravens because the Ravens, to me, are eliminated. Very disappointed in the Baltimore Ravens. They've been a mediocre football team the whole damn season. At moments you wait for them, you think, okay, this is the week. Lamar comes back. The defense will get ready. The defense will get right. They just haven't been able to get right. Lack of pass rush, I agree with you on that. And the running back situation, like the substitution pattern is just dumb. It's like, bro, you don't ride the hot hand. Derrick Henry could not be stopped. You lose your quarterback, but you don't give Derrick Henry the ball. I like Mitchell. I like Hill. I like Ali. I said they had the best running back room going into the season. But if one is hot, let Derrick Henry be hot. It's the end of the season. You need to ride him to what you're trying to do. Come on now. Like we have to be better. The Ravens have to be better. They deserve not to make the playoffs because they're doing dumb shit. Dumb shit. Like, I don't care about I leave the fans for Tim to get with. I'm judging off how you play. I picked you before the season started to win the Super Bowl. And you've been mediocre all year. It started from the first game. They were up 15, 16 points at Buffalo. Couldn't hold the lead. That was the sign of tail to tell. That was the tail to come throughout the season. So the Baltimore Ravens have been a utter disappointment. And anybody that knows me know I don't want to say this like it's a negative. I'm not a diehard Baltimore Ravens fan. I've never picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. Never. So for me, for them to wet the bed and shit the bed like how they did, very disappointing. You got too much talent to be 7-8. You got the best safety. In my opinion, you got a top 5, you got a top 3, 4 quarterback in the league. You got the first or the second best running back in the league. If you got Barkley as the best running back, that's fine. Derrick Henry's like, you have that, or the third best running back with McCaffrey. However you rank them is fine. You have a top 3 running back. You have a good, maybe outside of the right guard, Daniel Falele, you have a good to solid offensive line. The left guard and the right guard need some work. You better than this. Kyle Hamilton's the best safety. Kyle Hamilton's the top 5 defensive player in the league. You 7-8. Roquan Smith is in the middle of that. Travis Jones is in front of that. Come on, man. Now I will say they lost Meta BK. That was a big loss, but still, 7-8, very, very disappointing. And my last takeaway for the week, and it coincides with the Ravens. We do this every year. We need to stop taking Mike Tomlin for granted. Like, straight up. Like, we do this every year. Like, yeah, he never had a losing season. Hey, bro, it's not easy to win games with Duck Hodges and a 42 to 43-year-old quarterback. We take Mike Tomlin for granted. We take the Steelers for granted. The Steelers had no business beating the Lions. They defeated the Lions 29-24. Shout out to the Steelers. I think they will win the AFC North. So they put in the work. Again, we take Mike Tomlin for granted. We don't need to do that, man. We don't need to do that. Pray for it, brother. But I think they'll win. I think they'll beat the Browns. It'll be a low-scoring game, and I think they'll find a way to beat the Browns. And if they don't, they still have Week 18 in their home building against the Baltimore Ravens. So, and we haven't seen the Ravens put games together. So why would you have faith that the Ravens can win that? So, Mike Tomlin, I'm not going to take you for granted. You're a hell of a coach. You're a hell of a leader. When Mike Tomlin gets to the press conference, you just know, like, all right, he about to give you some real shit. He about to give it to you real raw and authentic. Love Mike Tomlin. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Last segment of the show. NFL Week 17 preview time. Let's start off, Tim. The 10-5 Houston Texans travel to the 11-4 aforementioned surprise Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are favored by 2.5. The over-under is 39. This game is Saturday at 4:30 on NFL Network. Rich Eisen, Kurt Warner will be on the call. Tim, playoff rematch of last year. The Texans destroyed the Chargers. Chargers get their get back?
Question for you, yo. Why you do this for surprise? Y'all ain't nobody picking the Chargers.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. Like, when you first said it, I'm like, surprise. But then I had to think about who they got. It really is a surprise. And I agree with you on that. They don't have their left tackle, don't have their right tackle. And one more thing. I've been critical of the quarterback, but there is a path that the Chargers could be in the AFC Championship game. If you look hard at it, there is a path. Like, so when you said that, I'm like, all right, surprise. And I'm like, yeah, nobody not really talking about the Chargers. I'm out of there with the Eagles. You missed me with that. They're the champions, so they're not surprised.
Yeah,
they are really a surprise, and I'm very interested to see who you pick. I have a feeling we might have similar thoughts in this game.
Yeah, man. It just, to me, the Texans got a great defense, man. No question. That offense, man, still stalling too much. It's still a little shaky. They settle for a lot of field goals in the red zone.
The Raiders 23-21. Too close.
23-21, right? But when I shouted my Eagles, I know some of y'all was laughing when I shouted the Eagles out for shutting out those Raiders. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The NFL, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the records mean something, but man, they an NFL team. They still come to play. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's versus a great defense. Texas got one of the best defenses in the league. But man, Herbert looked good the last two games. Even with the broken left hand, I know it's non-thrown, but he been playing some good football, man. Mistake free last game. He had a turnover the week before. But if he keep them turnovers down, give me the Chargers, man. I just think they on one of them heaters too. Like they on a mission. Give me the Chargers at home.
You like the Chargers? Great pick. I'm gonna take the Chargers as well. I agree with you on that. I think the Chargers. Let me say the Chargers still have an outside chance of winning the AFC West. The Broncos have 3 losses. The Chargers have 4. The Chargers already beat the Broncos. Guess when the Chargers and the Broncos meet? They meet week 18. So that could definitely be for the division if everything goes as well as we think it will. I like the Chargers as well. I think the Chargers get back for that playoff loss at Houston. Now, I will say this. I'm picking the Chargers, but I'm scared as hell of that law firm. Ooh, that might be the best law firm in the NFL. That Anderson and that Hunter law firm. Ooh, law firm with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. And Justin Herbert ain't got the left tackle and the right tackle. That will be the only reason that the Texans can win this game if their defensive line can pressure Justin Herbert. But I think Justin Herbert is playing at a very good to elite level. I actually think Justin Herbert, and you can laugh at me, I actually think these past – I get Drake May has played great the whole season. I think Justin Herbert, these past 2-3 weeks since he came back from that game he had against y'all, I know he didn't have the guard.
Oh, yeah, great game.
He played tremendous. For what it was and under the circumstances. Great game. Funny, hey, he got a great game. Trevor Lawrence can only get good. But whatever. At the end of the day, you're like, he played a great game. If I'm going to give Trevor Lawrence credit, he played a great game because of his situation with his hand. And Justin Herbert has been playing well. Tim, if they had one of their offensive linemen, bro, I would be on this show telling you right now, I think the Chargers could get to the Super Bowl. But without that offensive line, bro, I'm a little nervous, yo. You know how it is. Not to be funny. I love doing the show with you. I love doing the show with John. It would be a little different me doing a show with somebody else. Like, whoa, wait a minute. He don't move. You feel me? You got to learn that. This rhythm, is time, and everything matters. We both like the Chargers. Should be a great game Saturday at 4:30 on NFL Network. Ladies and gentlemen, next game we're going to preview Week 17. Matchup near and dear to my co-host's heart. The 10-5 Philadelphia Eagles travel to Buffalo to take on the 11-4 Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are Buffalo Bills are favored by 2.5. The over/under is 43.5. Man, Eagles come in this game fresh out clinching the NFC East. Washington gave them a struggle for a while, but then they eventually pulled away in that game. The Bills cannot stop the run. Bills cannot stop the run. So for that, and that reason only, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. I like the Eagles. I think Saquon Barkley has a big game. Give me the Eagles to beat the Bills.
Man, look here, man. This is my Super Bowl preview right here, man. So I'm telling y'all, all at 4. Game start at 4:25. I want y'all at this. I want y'all watching the game. I want y'all looking at 4:15. I want y'all to see the warm-ups. I want y'all to see everything, because this is the same game y'all gonna get in Santa Clara. This in Santa Clara, right?
Santa Clara, yes, sir.
This is going to the same exact game. This is gonna be a great game, physical game. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm leaning. I was leaning to the Bills, and then I seen Saquon wake up last week, like his eyes. It looked like he was hungry again, because like the line been banged up, but he, like, if you watch the game, like, he not finishing a lot of those runs. Like, it's not a lot of explosive runs like last year, but like it's a couple runs where he just getting 2 yards where I feel like he can get 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? He's not finishing runs well, but I think like last week some things popped, and I think they starting to get the line together. So I'm gonna go with you. I'm going Eagles in a close one.
Okay. We both like the Eagles. I should have changed my pick to Buffalo, but I'm gonna take the Eagles. I just don't trust. I told you I don't trust Buffalo rush defense, and I think it's a team that can definitely take advantage of that. We both like the Eagles in the matchup at Buffalo. This game is Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, Tom Rinaldi will be on the call live from Buffalo, live from Orchard Park to be exact. Last game we're gonna preview. Man, I just can't shake the Bears, Kevin. I just can't. I mean, they in a good game every week. So the 11-4 Chicago Bears travel to Santa Clara, where they might be in February, when they take on the 10-4 San Francisco 49ers. This game is Sunday night. NBC, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark will be on the call. Tim, both teams, well, 49ers have clinched the playoff berth. The Bears have clinched the playoff spots. Both teams are in the playoffs. 49ers are favored by 3. The over-under is 50.5. Who wins, Tim? The Bears or the 49ers?
Hey, look, so my favorite, probably my favorite rapper, right? He from Baltimore, is YG Tech, right? He got a saying. Three words, one letter is yes, right? That's what he say. 3 words, 3 letters, 1 word, yes, right? So for this game is 3 letters, 1 name, CMC.
Niners. Okay, sound good. You like the Niners. So, if you've been watching the show, Tim and I have this Chicago Bears thing going on with each other. We've been doing this for the past couple of weeks. It's actually more enticing than the Buccaneers for me and the Eagles. I kind of know what the Bucs is. Tim is still learning about what the Philadelphia Eagles think. I know what the Eagles think on me, so I'm just waiting. But the Bears, me and you have been going back and forth with the Bears. And I'm not doing this because we picked all the same picks together, but I'm going to take the Bears. I think the Bears go to Santa Clara and find a way to get the dub. I like Kyle Monunga. Think about it. They didn't even have Roma Duze on Saturday. They should have him back playing in warmer weather. I'm sure them Chicago Bears happy as hell to get the hell out of Illinois. They can't wait to go to California. I don't give a damn what part of California they in. They just happy to be there. So right. I'm gonna take the Bears. I think Ben Johnson has something schemed up for Robert Saleh. Give me the Chicago Bears to go on the road and defeat the San Francisco 49ers Sunday night on NBC. Tim, another great week 17 games coming up. Notable games, week 17, the NFL. We have the Baltimore Ravens with their slim playoff hopes alive at 7-8 going to Green Bay. That game is Saturday night, 8 o'clock on Peacock. Then we have two games near and dear to my heart. The Seattle Seahawks at the Carolina Panthers Sunday at 1. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Miami Dolphins Sunday at 1. Basically, the NFC South. I know you guys. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed Carolina beat Tampa Bay on Sunday. I know you guys enjoyed it. I didn't say anything about it because it's one game. We will find out what happens in 2 weeks from now, week 18, when Carolina has to go to Tampa. I don't think Carolina will be as successful as they were in week 16. Nevertheless, brother, out of those 3 games, what game catches your attention?
What was the first one again?
Ravens at Packers.
Yeah, man. So you know, Wayne was my favorite rapper until he got older, right? So he was a Packers fan, right? So and Packers, they can make my Christmas greater. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Steelers from some kind of way lose to the Browns, Packers can, you know what I'm saying, end the job too. So we going for the Packers. I'm rooting for the Packers, man. I got a half Eagles jersey on. It's actually kind of cool, right? Because both of the quarterback, they don't got the same number. I'm bugging. But yeah, love hurts, man. Love hurts. So that's what I'm rooting for this week. Love hurts. So that's what I'm going for.
Love definitely hurts. For me, again, I'm looking at the two NFC South games: Seattle at Carolina, Tampa Bay at Miami. Let me take my glasses off. Sam Darnold, I need you. I know I don't believe in you, but I need you. Sam Darnold, do what you do, please, for me. And then after that, we're going to take care of business in week 18, and then y'all can come to Tampa Bay and fuck us up in the first round with the playoffs. So we got you. Do what you do, Sam, and handle your business. I expect Seattle to beat Carolina and Tampa Bay. Lord have mercy. If you can't beat the Dolphins, you don't deserve to make nothing. Yeah. You don't deserve to. You should walk. If they lose to the Dolphins, their asses shouldn't even catch the plane. You walk your ass from Miami to Tampa. Walk your sorry asses from Miami to Tampa if you lose that game. Lord have mercy. Don't do it. Don't y'all mess up my Christmas weekend over this bullshit. Lose to the damn Dolphins with Quinn Ewers. They don't even want. It's so bad they don't even want Tua to play no more. Come on, man. Now, Baker, get it together. Can't be throwing interceptions to people when they're not looking, you dumbass. Can't be doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here on some basketball quickly. College basketball, light schedule this week. 3 games on Monday, 2 games on Tuesday. The best teams in college basketball are off this week because of the Christmas break. So you have Kansas in action. You have the best game of the week to me is Monday night. Missouri at number 20 Illinois. The game is on FS1, 8 o'clock. Then you have games on Monday and Tuesday. So light week of college basketball. Again, the best teams don't play until the following week. However, ladies and gentlemen, a staple of Christmas is the NBA on Christmas. As you guys see, we have 5, in my opinion, we have 5 great games on Christmas. I think this will be the first time the NBA outdoes the NFL because the NFL 3 games, Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs, none of those games have none of those games affect the playoffs in a way, especially if the favorite teams win. But in the NBA, we have the Cavaliers at the Knicks. That game is 12 o'clock, ESPN ABC. And ladies and gentlemen, the matchup of the day, the Spurs at the Thunder. This game should be at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I don't know why they got it at 2, but whatever. Game is at 2:30, ESPN ABC. Mavericks at Warriors, 5 o'clock, ESPN ABC. Rockets at Lakers. By the way, I don't think Luka Doncic should be in that game, so Kevin Durant will be going against LeBron James. And for the nightcap, the Minnesota Timberwolves at Denver Nuggets. Tim, out of those 5 games, what game catches your attention?
Spurs OKC. Spurs OKC. Yeah.
Well, you stole my thunder, so I'm gonna just touch that game. Oklahoma City has 3 losses. 1 to Portland. The second one came to San Antonio, and they lost to a third team. I forgot the third team that they lost to. So the Spurs match up very, very well with Oklahoma City. To me, again, I said this last year, Victor Wembanyama is a top 5 player in the NBA. I'm going to take it a step further. I'll say it on the show. If I'm judging player by player, he's the best player in the NBA because other players can't do what he does. Shai Gilgeous can't affect defense like he does. Jokic damn sure can't affect defense like he does. Giannis can't. Giannis doesn't have the offense that the young man has. And then who's the other person? Luka. Come on, bro. Listen, we know what that is. That's a nice little story, bro. His name is Luka Doncic because he plays no D. We understand that. So Wemby changes the game. He literally changes the game on the offensive end and the defensive end. So I'm looking forward to that game. Can't wait to watch that game again. The Spurs gave the Thunder their second loss. The Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday night gave the Thunder their third loss. The Thunder probably go into that game at 26-3. So I look forward to seeing right now, to me, the two best teams in the Western Conference play, the Thunder and the Spurs. Should be a great Christmas Day action of NFL and NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching episode 64 of the best sports show out. For the best producer, the best editor, the best guy here on Highly Opinionated, Ross, the best co-host in the game. I love you, brother. Merry Christmas to you and your family, my guy.
Likewise, bro.
Rattlestown Rec legend himself, Tim. I am merely Josh. For the last time, we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your family. We will see you guys for our final episode of 2025 next week. We are out.
Appreciate y'all.